Hello, everyone. Welcome to Some Good Booze. I'm Jonathan Pogash, your host, the cocktail guru. You've been possibly enjoying these hopefully you've been enjoying these segments Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got a little bit more hair on my face as the days go on. That is just what is happening. I'm here to make you drinks and to talk about positive news as well. That's what we're doing now on Some Good Booze. We talk a little bit about some positive news, and then we celebrate with some cocktails. How does that sound to you? Good. I didn't even wait to let you think about that and answer. I know that it's good. Well, in any case, thank you all for joining. Those who are on Facebook and YouTube Live, thank you for joining. This is also being taped for later viewing, and this will be on my Cocktail Guru business page later on, right after this. So welcome home. Everyone had a great weekend. It was a holiday weekend. We had a great time. We did some Easter egg hunting. I'm not sure if you did as well. We also celebrate Passover. I did a little cute Passover mocktail segment over on my Instagram Live with the kiddos. That was a lot of fun. Well, what I wanted to say, first of all, is let's talk a little bit about some positive news, some good news stories. How about that? How does that sound? Good? Awesome. So this day in history, ladies and gentlemen, Sidney Poitier, the famous actor Sidney Poitier, became the first black man to win an Oscar for Best Actor for Lilies from the Field. He grew up in poverty in the Bahamas, and he worked his way up. It is an amazing story. There was even a time when he was living in New York when he was sleeping in a bus station's men's room. So he had a really tough life, but he worked his way up to become one of the most well-known actors, one of the most talented actors ever. Also, the world's longest doubles table tennis match ended this day in history in 1979. It lasted 4 days. 4 days, the longest table tennis match. Now that is some interesting and inspiring and wacky information there for this day in history. Okay, so now it's time for a cocktail. One of my absolute favorite cocktails. Some of you may love it, some of you may hate it, so I always like to say love it or hate it, the Cosmopolitan cocktail. When I was working in bars in New York City in the early 2000s, we made so many Cosmopolitans, I could barely keep count. People loved them back then. People still love them today. It is still a very popular cocktail. But I wanted to make the Dale DeGroff version of the Cosmopolitan cocktail. I don't know if you all have his book, The Craft of the Cocktail. It is an amazing book with great recipes and stories. So he talks a little bit about the Cosmopolitan cocktail because a lot of people think that Dale invented the Cosmopolitan cocktail. He did not. He says he did not. He says he heard that there was a rumor that a woman named Cheryl Cook, hi Cheryl if you're watching, she's around, invented it in South Beach, Miami. I think that there are many stories out there and we don't necessarily know the truth to who invented the Cosmopolitan cocktail. Hey everyone who joined, good to see you all. These comments are coming up a little slow and I'm not really seeing any of these comments or if you're joining. So I apologize if I'm not mentioning you by name. Okay, so also the drink, Dale says the drink appeared in menus in the late 1980s, first in New York City at Odeon in Tribeca, and that's Toby Cicchini. I just texted him earlier today. He is doing well, fortunately. And in San Francisco is at the Fog City Diner. And Dale put it on both of his menus at the Rainbow Room. But it was really Dale who put his own twist to this cocktail. And originally the recipe did call for Rose's lime juice as the lime juice portion of the drink. But Dale took out Rose's lime juice and added in freshly squeezed lime juice. And this was his own personal twist, plus also an interesting garnish on this drink as well. So let's go ahead and make it. So traditionally, all Cosmos have a citron vodka or a citrus vodka. I'm using this Van Gogh Citron. We're doing 1.5 ounces of the citron vodka into the mixing glass right here. And Cointreau is the second alcohol ingredient in this drink. Cointreau is a triple sec, an orange liqueur. And we're adding 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. We've got our freshly squeezed lime juice. We're doing 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice and our cranberry juice. Now, there are so many different types of cranberry juices out there. I would definitely recommend a more natural cranberry juice, but one that does have some sweetness, some sugar, a natural sugar in it, which is what I have here. So 1 ounce of our cranberry juice directly into our mixing glass. Beautiful color, that classic light pink Cosmo color. Now I'll add ice to my mixing glass. And we're going to give it a nice, vigorous shake. Okay? And let's go ahead and do that. All right, you ready for it? Let's go. All right, separate the shaker. Put our Hawthorne strainer on top and our beautiful cocktail coupe glass right there in the front. Actually, let's move it right over here and we'll strain it out. And that is your classic color for a Cosmo, right? It's light pink. And this was another Dale DeGroff twist. He did an orange peel that was flamed, or that is flamed. I love flaming my citrus peels. And really, it's the oils that are on the skin of lemons and oranges, they're actually flammable. So you could do this with a lemon as well. Does not work that well with a lime. I don't think it really works with a lime. So here we go. So here's the technique. You want really a long swath, just like this, okay? You take your fire and you warm up the outside first. And then what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze it over the drink, just like that. See? And what it does is it caramelizes the oils on the citrus skin. And it has already expressed it over the top. What we do is we rub it around the rim and we drop it in. There you go. This is the classic Dale DeGroff variation of the Cosmopolitan cocktail. It would be so great to have Dale DeGroff on as a guest, wouldn't it? And also maybe Toby Cicchini on as a guest, and maybe Cheryl Cook on as a guest as well. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll ask to be on this show. Who knows? Or maybe I'll invite them. But in any case, cheers to you all. This is a lovely Cosmo. I'm going to have a little sip. Good. It is nicely balanced. Touch on the tart side, not overly sweet, like a Cosmo would be if you use Rose's lime juice. Or there isn't even simple syrup in here. The only sweetness that you get is from the Cointreau and the cranberry juice. So cheers to that. Join me tomorrow, again, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A little programming note, it will be on the Cocktail Guru page, the Cocktail Guru Facebook page, where you can join me tomorrow at 5. Also, special pre-show. This is very special. 4 p.m. tomorrow on Instagram Live. Miss Pam Wisnitzer will be showing us a Passover cocktail, and I'll be making a Passover cocktail with her. So it's a busy day tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Thank you. Cheers.